Hello YouTube, welcome back to Thinky Dailies, Season 3, Puzzle 43, Surrounded by Wildlife, A Cave by Prasanna Seshadri. Perhaps a creature in these books will match the blurry shape in that photo. Our hero makes a workspace amid the teetering piles of the wildlife section. Okay, shade some cells so the unshaded cells form a cave. All unshaded cells form a single connected group, and groups of shaded cells cannot be fully surrounded by unshaded cells. Numbers must remain unshaded and indicate the total number of unshaded cells that can be seen in a straight line vertically and horizontally, including itself. And all the groups of shaded cells must contain at least one cell touching the edge of the grid. So I can straight away see up here, this 2 can only see the 3. So we have to wall in like that. We can't have a checkerboard anywhere because then it'd be impossible to make the yellows or get to the edge and the whites unconnected. So that can be filled in as well. That can't be filled in, or this 2 can't get out. And is that true? Because it could get out down the edge. Either way, one of these 2 can't be filled in, so that one definitely is filled in. The 3's on the edge, so it sees exactly 3 going straight down. The 4 can see at most 1 across, so 1, 2, 3, 4. But in that case, the 6 would have to be shaded, which it can't be, so that and that complete the 4. And I'll mark those as unshaded. 5, 6, so the 6 is complete as well. This 2, don't know. These 4s see the same horizontally, so they must also see the same vertically. But that could be that they go out to the side. Or it could be that they go up 1. They can't go up 2. Sorry, they can't go up 2 because then one of them runs into the. So they either go up 0 or up 1. This 2 either comes out that way or it comes out that way. So one of those 2 is shaded, but that doesn't really help. 3 can't be entirely vertical, so it has to go at least partly horizontally. That doesn't really help either. Okay, I'm not sure where to continue this one. Let's use hints. 2 cell, yep. And 3 cell are both completed. 4 and 6 have resolved. I did those. This should result in some shaded cells near the center of the grid, which are always trapped by unshaded cell. Make sure they escape to the edge of the grid. Okay, this shaded path can't go left because the 6, which I should have X'd, right, that shaded path has to go up. The 3 is now complete, so that has to go to there. Right, that means that has to come out. 5 now sees 5, but it could continue down. Using it, it's possible to make progress with 3 clue in the third row now. This is a good opportunity to introduce a very powerful trick for cave puzzles in general. Consider, for example, the 2x2 block of cells in the centre of the grid, which should be these cells. You can ignore the exact values of the 2 clues. What happens when you shade the bottom right cell of this 2x2? Like I already said, you can't have a checkerboard, so that one is unshaded. To unshaded, we have to connect somehow. To do this, the unshaded cells will have to wrap around one of the 2 shaded cells. This would mean the shaded cell could never reach the edge of the grid. So in conclusion, there can never be a 2x2 checkerboard pattern anywhere in a cave puzzle. There are a lot of implications of this, but the simplest is this. If you have 2 diagonally touching unshaded cells and also a shaded cell in the same 2x2 block, the 4th cell must be unshaded. And the same is true with shaded and unshaded swapped. The unshaded cells around the shaded staircase give us a lot of opportunities to apply this pattern, which should complete many of the clues. So we can't shade that or we get a checkerboard. We can't shade that or we get a checkerboard. Why didn't I work that out right to begin with? So that's shaded, and therefore that's also shaded because it can't connect. The 3 sees 3, so those are both shaded. The 2 can only see 2, so that's shaded. This can only get out that way, which means that one has to connect that way. So that's unshaded, and that's shaded, and that's unshaded, and that's shaded, and that's unshaded. So this can't form a checkerboard, so that's unshaded. That can't form a checkerboard, so it's unshaded. This now sees 4 already, so those are both shaded. That sees 4, so that's shaded. These 4s cannot see up, so we go all the way across to there, and those are unshaded. That one has to be unshaded to avoid a checkerboard. 5 now sees 5 vertically, so that's shaded, and it has to connect to the other shaded cells. 6 has to see 1 to the side. The 3 here sees 3 horizontally, 3 here sees 3 vertically, and that completes it. Okay, I was a little bit slow, but at least that gave me a chance to go through the rules and talk about checkerboards, which I knew but wasn't applying. There was no mention of the creature, but these are great books. Our pal orders one about goat proofing for the lodge. Bet that doesn't stop the sheep getting in. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow to play the next one.